Okay, so this is currently set to a 10 by 10 grid, not including the start room or the exit room.
Oh. So this... Oh, Jan.
Are you stuck again?
Instantly. What I will do quickly is just hide that out of the way and then go back to the dungeon. So there's no look up or down at the moment. There's the start room over there and this room here. Oh. It was a shame because we just had a double room to begin with to show that off.
We got a double room here.
Yep. So the way that the double
my
rooms
girlfriend insists on
made...
calling that the server room. There's a storage room. Ooh, is that a double? Yes, a triple.
Triple room. This has added so much variation into the game now.
Here's my first pass at an off-duty bar. Obviously, this isn't finished. But...
I've not touched that.
Yeah. I need to make them come in asleep because if the physics jostles it, it'll knock it off.
That is an awesome long room.
I like the pulsy green as well.
One of the things I actually like...
Oh, you still have your room set to way too many. That's why.
But it's awesome, right?
I mean, it's cool. They can't see the corridors, but double bar.
We had a quadruple bar earlier. It was awesome.
We did. You have 2 double bars because you have no corridors.
You
need some corridors, Michael.
Okay, let's go into the code and...
No, you don't need to do the code. Press the tile node. Go to the inspector.
And change this back down to what? 25 was it before?
Reset. Just press reset. The little circly button. There you go.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Was there anything?
5.
I'm going to turn the ceilings off.
Okay. Yeah, it actually works surprisingly well for an FPS.
Yes. We're going to bring...
Like with the ceilings off and the way the volumetrics work, this would work really nicely with a sort of necropolis village set as well.
Yes, because if I'm heading back to the beginning, just seeing things like that it just adds so much more dimension to the level. And there is only that one room that stretches up high enough, but there is different glows from the different rooms. So as you're walking around, you can almost identify the room you're about to enter in from its ominous glow. Oof.
The Mikey trap. Now, somewhere on this level is a throne room. Not yet decided on the mechanics of this. It might be if you defeat the boss, you get an extra reward, or it might be you have to defeat the boss in order to leave the level. If it's the latter, we're going to have to make that room next to the exit because finding one and then backtracking to find the other is going to be a pain.
Yes, definitely. Especially if the throne room spawns right at the beginning of the level. And then you don't...
Or you find the exit first, and then you have to find the throne room, and then somehow find your way back again. Like, that's not a fun gameplay loop. But if it's just an extra bonus thing, then great.
I mean, the way that I've managed to find... don't look at those back face assets. Yeah, we've not swapped the assets out yet.
No.
But yeah, one of the ways of going through this maze is just to go left all the time, but that doesn't always work.
Right all the time.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't always work.
It doesn't work with the new room generation because you can end up just going in a circle. But here we go.
Look at that.
That's a legit boss fight, that is.
I like the mesh text. It's one of my favorite new assets in Godot 4.
We have
one
actually
of the
got
meshes types is a text. Yeah.
We've got a fire pit coming up at some point. The asset is made, but not incorporated in the level yet.
Oh, you've got the asset pit. Nice.
Yes.
Also, these statues are pretty legit, if I do say so myself.
I just pause there for people to take in the...
I mean, you might have to illuminate them to see. Yep. Absolutely for Mikey to fall in.
The Mikey fall in trap.
This is the first time I've seen you go through the throne room and not wear a skull hat.
I was getting to it.
I like the effect on that skull, by the way.
Look at my hat. Look at my hat.
My hat is amazing.
Look at my hat.
Also, the first time you've gone through a storage room without knocking over all the stacked stools.
Did I miss the stools?
Repeatedly.
Ah!
We almost played Viscera cleanup duty after Mikey spent 10 minutes just doing this to all the physics.
There's something very nice about it. Cathartic.
It's weirdly satisfying, isn't it?
Very much so. Can I find the exit in time? Is that it? I think that might... No. It had a red glow, so I thought it might be it. Oops, I bumped into the table.
You just went past the fire pit as well, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
Mikey, you lost.
I feel like I've been here before. Well, this is certainly something we've got to consider gameplay-wise. Well, we don't have
mini-map? Do we do a breadcrumb? I don't really want to do a breadcrumb trail.
But at the same time, it is...
I mean, it comes down to what's the game, right? What's the essential experience? Is it explore? Is it follow the quest? Is it defeat the boss? Because if exploring is part of it, we don't want to give a full map and a full breadcrumb trail.
No. And of course, if part of it's random generation, then...
Right.
I do
like I
these
could
long
make
corridors.
a series of dots that navigates from where you are to the exit. That's doable.
I mean, a hint system, perhaps.
But if it's just like explore and find the exit, we need to make sure that there's not too much repetition. There's enough landmarks.
Yeah.
And that it's actually satisfying to do.
So
right now, there's not quite enough room types.
One of the things we were talking about earlier was having a sort of a mini map, but then also a fog of war on the mini map.
Yeah.
Which would, you only get what you've explored. And this is actually quite big. How big is this at the moment?
10 by 10.
10 by 10. So it's quite a hefty maze.
Tile is 20 by 20, so it's a 200 by 200 meter
it's a
dungeon.
It's big.
Now there are limitations with this algorithm. The dungeon is always going to be square.
Yes.
There are other algorithms we could use. It kind of works in this case, but it does make it feel like an old school map.
So I want to show everybody just the end.
Okay.
So, you've minimized it to 5 to 5. That's fine.